What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dr. Horsepower. We are back with yet another banger, and today we're going to be discussing the pros, the cons, my thoughts on this 2024 Dodge Charger that is set to release here soon, or at least hopefully soon. To be honest with you, nobody knows what's going on. And yes, guys, that is right. I do plan on ordering one, bringing it here for some content here on the channel for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. But that's enough talking. Let's dive in.
Cause I ain't got the LA chick on my side, the passenger, the LA whip. It's all good, I got love for my LA chicks, but I'm down.
So if you guys are new to the channel, guys, I'm currently sitting in a 2023 Dodge Charger wide body. This is the red-eye jailbreak version, so it has 807 horsepower. If you've been keeping up with my shorts, then you guys know that I have recently dropped quite a bit of money into this car, about 7-8 grand or so. Most of it's in the trunk right now. I'm going to be doing a reveal video on it soon, but that's enough about this car. Let's talk about what you guys are here for, and that is this brand new 2024 Dodge Charger. So honestly, I mean, I'm absolutely baffled right now. A few photos just released online, and to be honest with you, I don't know if these photos are real, whether or not some guy created them using AI. As we all know, AI is kind of taking over right now. Smartphones, videos, they could take my head and put it on someone else's body. They can take you out of a picture, transform your car, put another background, the whole nine yards. So therefore, we really don't know if these leaked pictures are true, if this is the actual concept that's coming out. For one, I mean, the pictures, the images, they just look too good. These are supposed to be leaked photos, so someone probably pulling out a camera or a cell phone and taking pictures on the low, kind of hiding behind bushes, behind fence lines and things like that. These pictures are just too good. They look professional. It looks like someone actually went in, blurred out the background, gave it the best overcast setting. So I'm kind of calling BS. So either these pictures are fake or Dodge purposely leaked these videos to kind of hype us up to prepare for this new car. Anyhow, let's dive into the pros and the cons of this car. We're going to start with the pros. The biggest pro to me that I absolutely like about this car is the front and that LED strip that goes completely across. All of the newer electric vehicles are starting to have like this LED bar, whether it's in the back or the front. So I'm really feeling this one. You don't see too many cars with it going across the front. Right now, even these older Chargers and the throwback, like the 69, they all have that continuous light across the back. But now we'll be getting it across the front. You're even going to get the little light up, I'm not even sure what this decal or emblem is called in the front, but it looks like it's LED. It looks like it lights up as well. That is nice. You got a nice wide open front grille. So there's going to be plenty of room for when the future vehicles come out, the different trim lines. If they have different badges and stuff, there'll be plenty of room to put them in there. Another major factor, and this is going to be key for so many people, this is going to be the selling point. Dodge finally listen, or at least I hope they did. This car looks like it comes on staggered wheels. So if you look at these pictures right here that I'm going to drop, that rear wheel looks a lot beefier than the front. So it's looking to me, if I had to guess from the looks of these pictures, that rear wheel is finally going to be a 305, and the front looks to be the same old typical 275 that we've gotten on all of our Hellcats in the past, all of our narrow bodies at least, all of the Scat Packs, and the 275 just wasn't enough. We cried out to Dodge for years and years and years. They never corrected it until they released the wide body, and then we finally got 305s. So my guess is at some point there's going to be a wide body version of this car that's coming out. So if this narrow body is already coming on 305s, then 315s all the way around, maybe. I mean, who knows? It's yet to be seen, but it has my attention for sure. Next up, there's been a few pictures of the interior that's been released. These were actually released on purpose, and if these are going to be accurate, the dual massive screens. Not only is the dash massive LED screen, but you also have your infotainment system over there that has another large screen. We're all used to these tiny screens that Dodge has given us for every bit of the last 12 years or so. They're outdated, they're old. We're just not keeping up with like BMW and things like that. So finally, Dodge is going to be catching up with the competition. The steering wheel on the newer car looks great. You got your flat bottom, it's massive. Speaking of LED strips, even on the interior, if you look close, it looks like we're going to get a huge LED strip going all the way across the dashboard. That's going to be nice. My guess is you're going to be able to play with the colors, change them up, dim them. So that's another key feature. That's another pro. So there are some good things about this car. But the cons outweigh the pros by so much. So let's dive into the cons. Needless to say, it's ugly. I mean, there is no other way to put it. This is a ugly car. I mean, it is but ugly. If you go into the comments online and you read, I don't see any positive comments. I see some neutral comments where they're like, you know, maybe it'll grow me, but 90% of these comments are negative. I mean, absolutely negative. People are on there saying they're gonna laugh at the first person that they see buy it. They're calling them clowns. They're making fun of Dodge for even producing this. They're like, what are they doing to us? So it's bad. One of the things that I really hate about the looks of this car are the body lines. Guys, any sports car in today's time right now has body lines. Now, for the most part, they're going to be horizontal like you see here on this car, but there's going to be vertical body lines somewhere on the car to kind of break it up. That's not the case on this car. I mean, you have 2 or 3 vertical body lines running through this car, and everything else is just flat. It's boring and it's flat. And Dodge, we understand you're trying to kind of make it look like the old school, like the 69 Dodge Charger, where it wasn't much curvature to it, just a big flat body. But I mean, let's be real, it's 2024. It's not going to fly anymore. As for the front end of it, it's ugly as well, guys. Most cars, especially our sports cars, you're gonna want them to have that angry look, some kind of face, some kind of angry look. This one just looks sad or depressed, to be honest with you. Now, I do like the hood. I will give them props on the hood. How it kind of drops in down in the middle. Looks like it'll extract a lot of heat. Depending on which motor you have in there, you may need that, but for the most part, I mean, it's just ugly. The rear, I'm gonna post a picture of the rear here. I don't even think I need to say much about this. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge. To me, it's just that, what do they think? Dodge, what are you thinking with this? Unless this is not the final, maybe this is just a concept. Maybe this is not the actual car. Maybe it's gonna look different. That's what I'm hoping. My fingers are crossed, but this is just, it's atrocious, guys. I mean, the headlights kind of look like, or the tail lights, I'm sorry, look like they kind of went back, not the version of the Charger that I'm sitting in, but the one right before, like the 2010s or whatnot. Looks like they took those tail lights and put them back on the car, smashed them up a little bit, and like, here you go, take that, and this is what you get. So once again, I mean, I'm just baffled. You're going to see me pause a couple times here in this video because I just don't know what to say. It's just that bad. Now, initially, this car is supposed to have been an EV car, fully electrical, which is probably going to have a lot of torque with some horrible sound. They had like these artificial exhaust sounds, but here recently Dodge, they kind of back up, they took a step back and they said, hey, we're going to throw inline 6-cylinder in there now, so that's good. We're going to have a combustion motor again. I'm guessing it's going to be turbo, twin turbo, somewhere along those lines. They're going to be releasing a Banshee down the road, which is supposed to be like the Hellcat variant of this car that's coming out, so we'll wait to see what they do with that. Now, my biggest question mark is, where are these cars? Guys, this is like 2024. We're already, what, mid-January. The 2024 Corvettes are out. You see them everywhere. The Mustangs are out. You see them everywhere. But I mean, we don't even have an actual picture. There are none of these on car lots yet. Are they going to release a 2024 in October and November? Who's going to want to buy a 2024 then? The 2025s are going to be coming out at that time. So that's a big question mark. I'm not sure if Dodge is trying to build, like I said earlier, trying to build us up our anticipation for the car, but it's not working. I feel like Dodge is just dropping the ball left and right, and they're kind of hiding instead of coming out and letting us know what's going on. Next, recalls. Guys, the first year model with just about any car, any all new car, especially whenever you transition from something so big. We're going from a 6.2 liter supercharged muscle car to this EV variant or inline 6-cylinder variant. Guys, there's gonna be recalls. The first Hellcat came out in 2015 and there were so many recalls, and now people try to avoid that year because there were so many issues with that car. So you better believe that's probably going to be the case here too. Now, I'm not going to fully just say that this car is just butt ugly, because I do feel like Mopar is very known for its customization. So there's going to be a lot of guys out there doing, you better believe they're going to be doing Hellcat swaps. People are going to be taking this 6.2 supercharged motor out of these older cars and putting it into that newer car. Now, the only issue is it's been easy in previous years putting these into like a Chrysler 300, but you had two really big cars. Most of the setup was alike. This car looks completely different. If you look here, the hood, the way that it dives down into the car versus sitting up high like these older Dodge Chargers and Challengers and everything that came boosted, the point of the big hump in the hood is to give that supercharger fitment up underneath the hood. So I just don't think you'll be able to fit this 6.2 with the supercharger sitting on top of it up underneath this new model. I'm thinking it's going to take a lot more money, like a different type hood, some firewall work. Who knows, but you better believe it's going to be done. Next up, to answer the main question of, are you really buying this car? Are you really bringing this car to the channel? The answer is yeah. I mean, guys, we got to keep up with times. I am an automotive YouTuber. And that's one thing we have to do. We have to keeping up with times, keep buying new vehicles, bring you guys new content on stuff that you've never seen before, and that's how you grow. So that's going to be my plans. And to be honest with you, no matter how much hate this car is getting right now, at the end of the day, we all know it's gonna sell. Some of us are in these comments and they're hating this car, including myself. We're gonna be at that Dodge dealership saying, hey, let me order one. Now, if you just think back, then you know it's true with the 2018 Mustang. That was the ugliest front end on earth, according to social media. Now it's one of the nicer looking Mustangs out there. This 2024 Mustang, still growing on me, but I've seen a couple of them in person. They don't look too bad. And I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen with this brand new Charger. Maybe it'll grow on us. And also, we have not seen all of the touches that Dodge likes to do with these cars. You know, Dodge is going to put their famous stripes on it, the rally stripes. You know, they're going to give us different variants of these massive Brembo brakes, bigger wheels, wider wheels, some type of crazy looking interiors. Dodge is known for its customization straight out the lot. So maybe, just maybe, it'll be nice, but I am bringing one to the channel. So in the meantime, guys, it's been real keeping you guys here. Let me know you guys' thought process on this new car, whether or not you think I should get one, whether or not you plan on getting one, or whether or not you just give it 2 thumbs down and it makes you want to throw up. No matter what it is, I want to hear it. See you guys down in the comments. Make sure that you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you guys can keep up with the channel, and I shall catch you guys on the next go round. Peace.